Yo, what is going on, YouTube fams? I'm your guy Rez, and I am back again with y'all on my channel for another video yet again. Welcome back, y'all. So in today's video, I have a sneaker pickup that I'm adding back in the collection. Yes, I said back because I actually did have this sneaker in the past before from its previous release, but this sneaker is hitting the shelves once again, taking the sneaker world by storm, no pun intended. But this shoe right here, guys, is none other than the Air Jordan 4s, dubbed as the Thunder colorway. So just a little history about the Air Jordan 4 Thunders. So this is not an original colorway that Michael Jordan wore during his professional basketball career. However, this is a very important shoe to the Air Jordan brand. This sneaker was actually part of the lifestyle brand that Jordan brand was doing back in the early to mid 2000s. So lifestyle was pretty much a campaign that Nike and Jordan brand were trying to do, where they wanted to see if the success of the Air Jordan brand could continue with new colorways that were not original colors that Michael Jordan wore with his sneakers. So this, alongside with this shoe right here, released at the same time as online exclusive. So you had to be part of the Team Jordan subscription. Basically, these retailed for $500 a piece because they actually came with some limited edition clothing for each pair that was purchased. So that says a lot, guys. That's a lot. This is basically $1,000 at the time in my hands right now. It's just really crazy to see these sneakers both in my hands now for their most recent releases. You know, fast forward to 2023. But you know, these shoes, guys, came out when I was in high school, and I was not working at the time. I was just focusing on school, doing other things, and I was not able to afford these. I didn't have a Team Jordan account, and I didn't have a job, so there was no way to get these at all at the time. Like, my chances were slim to none. And now, you know, fast forward to 2023, I have both of these in my hands. It's just kind of everything coming in full circle. Just to focus on the Thunder 4s in this video, if you want to see my lightning review on the Air Jordan 4s, you can check above here the link, and you know, there's a more in-depth review of the lightnings. But for the Thunder 4s that just came out this past weekend, guys, I gotta say that this shoe's quality is really nice. You have some nice black nubuck that is just surrounding the entire upper of this shoe. Now, one thing that really concerned me with this release was the paint that they were going to use. So the paint quality on this pair, guys, looks a lot better. This is still dead stock, never worn, but the 2012 release, guys, the paint was like boo-boo. Like, the quality was not good. After a few wears, you would start to see paint cracking on the yellow portion of the shoe, the midsole, and it's because the paint that they used was just not good, guys. And there was a lot of releases that I can remember where the paint was cracking really bad. I know some of the early 2000 pairs, paint was just not good. Like, after a few wears, even if just walking around in your shoe, the paint would crack. However, I will say with recent releases that Jordan brand has done, specifically with the black cement pair, with the Bread 4s, and even the cool gray 4s, the paint has held up really well. I wore a lot of those sneakers multiple times, multiple wears, and I have yet to see any paint cracking on those sneakers. So it seems like Jordan brand has upped the quality a little bit with that sense, but you know, this pair looks like the paint will hold up much better than the 2012 counterpart. Also, the Air Jordan 4 came out back in 1989, so my understanding that Jordan brand did go back to making the feel and cut of the shoe similar to the 1989 pair. So that's good, guys. If you really want to experience that original look and feel with the Air Jordan 4s, you'll get that with this pair. It's just a really nice sneaker. It's very subtle. It's not too loud, but it just gives enough flair and pop for your outfit to stand out. Moving on the front of the sneaker, you could see the Jumpman logo that is white, followed with the yellow flight on the bottom of the Jumpman. On the back of the shoe, you could see the Jumpman in that white coloring, and you also have the infamous heel tab for the Air Jordan 4s. So just for people's sake who are wondering, the heel tabs of the Air Jordan 4s, the recent releases, are much more flexible now. There was a lot of concern and doubts with people before, you know, for previous releases, that the heel tabs were too stiff and that they would snap off easily. That will happen with any release for the Air Jordan 4 that does have the plastic heel tab. However, I will say that there is slightly better flexibility with this, guys. You know, it's a little more bendable. I don't even know if that's a word, but you can bend this a little more. I'm not going to do it all the way because I don't want to break my pair, but it does look like there is some flexibility with the heel tab on this Air Jordan 4 release. So just be careful when wearing them, guys. I mean, unless you don't really care about the heel tab. I've heard anything from people just cutting theirs off to just, you know, wearing it as a badge of honor if it comes off. But just be mindful of that, guys. If you look closely on the midsole, you could see that there is an air bubble unit to give that shock absorbent technology. Looking at the sole of the shoe, you could see it's predominantly black with a white Jumpman, and you also get the hint of the yellow there, followed with the stars on the bottom toe cap area of the shoe. Also, guys, for those of you who are wondering what the insoles look like, it is a solid black insole with the white stamp Jumpman right there with the size 11, my size. You can see here on the bottom of the insole you get this nice black finish as well. So you guys know how I feel about white insoles. I am not a fan of them. They get dingy. Although they look clean, after you wear them a number of times they start to turn yellow and all nasty sorts of colors, guys. But I'm glad that this pair does come with black insoles. Just to give you guys a closer look as well, here is the plastic tab followed with the lace tabs in that nice vibrant yellow. Really nice, really nice. Also, I'm not one to feature shoe boxes, but I gotta say, man, that Jordan brand has been killing it lately with their shoe boxes, guys, because it seems like almost every release that they're doing has a very unique box, and this one, guys, is unique to the Thunder 4s this year. So look at the box. You could just see the nice little speckles here of that black, followed with the yellow Jumpman and the Flight wood marking. Here is the tagging. For those of you who are wondering, the bottom of the shoe box, you can see the nice branding of Nike and the Air Jordan. Also, the inside of the shoe box, you get that vibrant yellow followed with some nice Air Jordan 4 speckle tissue paper, if you will, which is similar to like the white cement you know, featuring. But yeah, it's a really nice presentation of the box. You know, the box and the tissue paper is a nice touch, followed with the just overall dope box here. It's very unique. The retail for the 2023 Air Jordan 4s retail for $210. After taxes and such, I paid about $229 and some change, which is basically 230 bucks. I live in California, guys, so taxes here are unfortunately high, but I was able to get a pair for retail. Can't complain. I know these will go up in price over the years, as naturally with a lot of Air Jordans and other limited sneakers, but you know, this is just a really nice release. Now, as far as sizing goes, I would say that the Air Jordan 4s do run a little bit on the narrower side. Like, I used to wear 11.5s for Jordan 4s, but then, you know, that was back when I used to wear like the sneaker decreasers, the stuff that you would put in here to pretty much prevent creasing on your shoes. I don't care anymore, guys. I just wear my shoes without having to worry about anything like that. So I would say though, if you were like me, if you like to make sure that your sneakers are not creasing as much as they should, you know, I would just say go maybe a half size up. That's just me. I have wide feet, so I know the Air Jordan 4s run narrow in the toe area. So if you don't care about that, you'll be perfectly fine getting your true size. Everybody has a different foot, but like I said, guys, if you don't want your shoes to crease really bad, maybe go a half size up. But if you don't care and you just want to wear the shoe the way it is, then go true to size. Overall, my final thoughts on the 2023 release of the Air Jordan 4 Thunders, guys. I'm not mad. I think it's dope that these shoes made a return. You know, the last time we saw these was 2012. It's 2023, guys, so it's been over 10 years since we saw this shoe make a return to the Air Jordan sneaker line again. But share your thoughts in the comment section below. Let me know if you copped or passed on this release, and let me know if you also share that nostalgia that I do with the Air Jordan 4 Thunders and even the Lightnings, because this shoe, like I said, guys, came out when I was in high school. At the time, I was not able to afford Air Jordan sneakers. They were just so expensive and really limited. I think it's great now that Jordan Brand is starting to release some of the older Grail pairs, you know, and make it more readily available to the regular little people like myself, and I'm sure you who is watching this video as well. Also, let me know which sneaker of these two did you like more. Did you guys like the Thunder 4s more or the Lightning 4s? Both are dope colorways. I feel like you just can't get one, you gotta get both, but let me know which one you like more. Anyways guys, that is gonna do it for me in this video, this quick review for you guys. Please consider hitting that like button as well as subscribing to the channel and ring the bell notification. That way you don't miss any type of content that I post on the channel for y'all, all right? So with that being said, guys, I'm gonna call it a day. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Your boy Rez is out. Peace.